Good morning. Good morning. I am hobbling along. I put my house coat on because, as you can see out here, I am surrounded by woods. And this time of year, we get a lot of mosquitoes. I didn't spray myself down because really I'm not going to, hopefully, I won't get too bit. I'm not going to be out here very long. But the title of this video is going to be Blooms, Rain, and Breakfast. I would take a video of, and I'm in my pajamas, so I'm not turning the phone around, and I'm a little stiff. We had some rain last night, some rain last night, so I didn't have to come out and water because I could water my plants, and I don't grow a lot this year. As you can see, I got some okra growing. That's basically it besides my flowers since my fall. And since they're in containers, mid part of the day, if you don't water at least once a day, even though I got straw mulch on there, those leaves will be wilted. So since it rained a lot yesterday afternoon, and there's my longevity spinach and my my comfrey, I'm not going to water. I might come back this evening and put some liquid fertilizer down, because with all the rain and watering, it runs right out of those pots, so it stay in the ground. So, ooh, I got a big okra. I'm gonna have to get my scissors out here. Hold on for a minute. I got a bowl because what I'm gonna harvest for breakfast is some okra, and I eat it raw. I don't fry mine because I don't get a lot at one time, and I like to eat okra raw. It's very good for the gut lining, digestion. And I just love okra. I am getting some blooms on my camellia plant. It's still in a pot. There's one back there. I put some bloom juice, some elm bloom fertilizer on it. It started blooming. And I noticed that I'm getting some blooms on my, more blooms on my okra. And I love okra blooms. Those are, to me, the prettiest flowers. I might have a video on blooms on okra. See that one? And since they're so dense in this pot, I have to lift up the leaves. And there's Flo and Felix, so you didn't get to see Molly. She's scared of storms, and so she just came out and did her business. But Felix and Flo, my two kitties, which I'll show you them this morning, are out this morning. I'm trying to keep them up at night because predators at night, and they sleep with me in the bed. But if I'm outside I know a lot of homesteads, your cats follow you, and these like me to be outside a lot. So, but they're out here walking with me. They heard my voice. But I have an aloe vera plant right there, and this is actually called garlic chives. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have some eggs for my breakfast and some sprouts and a piece of my fresh milled sourdough bread. And I get Molly, my dog. She didn't eat because when it's storming, I don't know about your dogs. If it storms or whatever and they're scared, they don't want to eat. So I do have, this comes up almost every year as a perennial, garlic chives, and it's still got rainwater on it, and it's going to be fresh. And I'm going to saute that with my eggs, a little garlicky. There's a couple of type of chives. This is a garlic chive, and it's pretty good. So I just cut some off with my scissors. I'm going to go get my scissors because I noticed my okra. It wasn't quite as big, but with okra, there you are. It's small one day, and the next time it's almost too big. Oh, and like I said, I'm a little stiff bending down. My back is a little sore this morning. I'm going to be 65 next month, guys. I just signed up for a plan on my Medicare guy, and he helped me pick a plan yesterday. So I haven't been to a doc like in 9 years. I'm more of a naturalist, herbalist and stuff. So I was going to see if any okra's on here, but I did see a big one. So you got to try, okra's good no matter what. If you're not planning on cooking, you eat it raw, but I don't like it to get tough. But there is a big one in here. I have to be careful, I'm barefooted. So it's a dual purpose of grounding too, is to come out barefooted a little bit. I don't know if you can see this big one. And there's a spent bloom in there if you could see it. And I don't know, because I've been harvesting these like every couple of days to get some off just for fresh eating. And so I check my pods, my plants, see if there's anything that's I'm not finding. And I'll show this big one to you here in a minute. I'm sort of surrounded by okra leaves. I wish we could sort of harvest the leaves because the leaves are so pretty. I want you to look at this massive one right here. All right. That's going to go with my breakfast this morning. Let me see if... I'm not going to cut it right now because the phone will be wonky. I'm holding the phone with my hand. I was just going to show you. And there's some babies coming up. And once I put that bloom juice on every couple of weeks... Oh, look what we found. Can you see it? He's camouflaged. Isn't he pretty? Hopefully he's eating some bugs. Maybe even some mosquitoes. What do you think? Does lizards eat mosquitoes? Isn't he beautiful? I don't like to really handle them because they can bite or pinch you. And I think they're just one of those creatures that God created that really help the environment with bugs. So I'm going to cover him up gently. He doesn't want to eat my okra. I did notice that was a late start. Things were not growing that well, but I do notice my sweet potato leaves are sort of growing a little bit. And I like to harvest the leaves and saute because sweet potato leaves, a lot of people that are, Asian, like Asian food, they're loaded with B vitamins, guys. That's my longevity grass, my rosemary that I've had in this pot for over 5 years. Let me come over here and I was going to show you. I think I got another little turmeric coming up. Or it's getting a new leaf, maybe that's what it is. I have turmeric growing in these pots with this okra because it's a root crop and the okra is on the surface. So sometimes you could put root crops in the same area to shade out, your root vegetables like onions or potatoes or anything. Something got this leaf though, look. I was hoping, there's another reason I like growing okra is that it usually doesn't get a lot of pest damage as much as some other ones do. And I think I harvested okra on this one the other day. So I think basically all I see is that one, and that's fine. I'm just going to have it with my breakfast. But see, this is turmeric here. These leaves down there, that's a turmeric plant. And I think I got one actually in this pot between the leaves. So I got 2 there. And that's part of this thing is I was going to show you some blooms. I mean, I tried to grow, first time growing in that stand right there. You can see I got some algae growing. I have to clean the siding of my house twice a year. But since I fell, I haven't been able to do it. Yeah, so it's just going to be what it is, right, guys? Some things you can do, some things for a season you can't. It's like gardening. I didn't grow any tomatoes or any beans or anything like that because of the weather, getting a late start and then my fall. So I just decided I'm not going to, waste the seeds on stuff that I can't really take care of. So my son's coming out. I'm doing a quick video, honey. I'll be out. Here's Flo and them out here. My son just came out the door, but he don't like to be on the video. But I was going to show you my marigolds. These are very big marigolds. I grow marigolds around my vegetables, and they never really gotten this big. And they never did. This one here, or in this container, never wanted to put. It's taken months and months and months. But just a lot of greenery, like you see here. But I'm starting to get blooms, guys. Excuse me, sneezing, pardon me. And I got some coming out and some things coming out. So I'm going to get some flowers on my marigolds, and that will help with the mosquitoes out here. And as you can see, I got turmeric growing in my marigold patch here. I got like 4 or 5 different ones because I planted black turmeric and Hawaiian red. So it'll be in here until, at the end of the year. And then when this all dies back, I'll harvest that. Because marigolds, I don't know if they're perennials or not. You have to let me know. But I'm going to go in and make breakfast. And it had been raining, and it looks like it might rain some today. So at least takes one chore out of me where I have to, because I hand water in a pitcher. And, you know, these things will go all the way down here. But when it's hot and it doesn't get water, this thing will just droop. But as soon as you water it, it bounces right back. And it comes up like tall like this thing here. See, I got one right here fixing to come. And what I like to do besides the flowers, if I get enough of them, is to make some marigold, sort of dehydrate the flower blooms. And one of the benefits besides the stuff in your garden is you could actually give these flower blooms to your chickens. If you have chickens, I don't have chickens. And they actually help the color of the yolk turn like a bright yellow, a bright orange. You've seen some of those really expensive eggs in the store that, you know, these specialty brands where the egg yolk is really dark orange. And what they feed their chickens is marigold flowers. And it's got lutein and zeaxanthin for the eyes. So I like to drink a tea. It will help if you want to improve your eyesight. And I still haven't figured out if you know what this plant is. I put some stinging nettle in here, but this almost looks like a kale or some kind of kale. If I could taste it, let me taste it. It might be kale. I thought I put stinging nettle out here, and I tried to put some straw on the bed here to keep it from drying out. But as you can see, these things are turmeric, and they're shooting up too, getting taller. But this bed is deep, so I'm hoping to get some root crop out of it. See how deep that is? I filled that with dirt. So hopefully the roots will produce me some turmeric. That's sort of bitter, but kale is better too, so I'm going to spit that out. I don't remember putting kale in here, but that could be. Sometimes your seeds get mixed. I've been waiting on this one to bloom for a while now. I'm hoping it'll bloom in the next couple of days. And I want to get tons of blooms. So I'm going to have to keep fertilizing it and put some, probiotics and microorganisms. But I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to say it because I'll embarrass myself, which I almost just did, guys. So excuse that. I just have a hard time pronouncing things. So anyway, that's a funny ha ha ha. Hopefully your kids are not watching. But anyway, the micronutrients in the soil, as far as which the straw will break down, and fertilizing it to keep the nutrients in the soil. Like I said, this is still really a raised bed, is almost considered a container gardening because the roots can't get to the natural soil. Well, this one, the regular raised beds on the ground, because they have a empty bottom, can root through the regular soil if the roots go deep enough. But this isn't a container like those are in containers. So, and if you have too much water, it comes out the bottom. So when you put nutrients or a lot of water in here, it will run out. And so I don't try to fertilizer on the same day or if I water in the morning, I fertilize at night when it's cool, so that it will retain some of the nutrients overnight for the plants. But anyway, I don't know how long this video, actually it's 13 minutes. Wow, I'm finally doing a little bit of a long video. I usually do short videos. But showing you almost August, what I'm trying to grow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys go. And if you leave a comment, see if you've been able to grow anything this year. I know a lot of people are struggling with the weather and the rain and getting late starts like me. And hopefully I'll do a video where I can sit down and you can see me. On my phone, it's basically where I do my videos. I can't really reverse it. I mean, I could stop this video and start a new one front facing and then edit it. But for now, I'm not really getting into editing my videos. It just takes too much time, and to tell you the truth, I don't feel up to it. So that's the reason I just do these type of videos. I either do a short or a few minutes, because it's been a struggle this year. But I know God's with me. I'm a Christian, so He's got this. So anyway, and I know that, just keep your eyes on Him. As a Christian, isn't that tree beautiful? And also I get sidetracked very easily. So what I'm going to do is let you go. I'm going to harvest that big okra I showed you. And then I'm going to get some of those garlic chives with my eggs and my toast this morning. So I'm a little late with breakfast, so I'm going to let you go because I can get started. God bless you, and you have a happy day. Take care. Until next time.